Back to Paycor, Charlie Clifford, Jaron May. Draft night is here, Cincinnati. The first pick being made in about a half hour in Green Bay. Jaron, we're throwing you right into this. We're making you do your homework
Let's
early.
do it. Yeah, I was studying all night.
I know you were, and we can prove it right here. We're talking defensive edge rushers. We talk tackles at 6 o'clock. It feels like a lot what's going on in the Bengal draft room tonight will center around the pass rushers.
Yeah, I mean, that is the most important aspect of this defense right now. Mykel Williams is a name that you would love to have. Shamar Stewart is, quote, carved from granite. However, the two more realistic names that you need to keep an eye on, Mike Green from Marshall, super explosive, very athletic, just a little small for the position. And then also Donovan Ezeraku from Boston College, very, very talented. He was the best defensive end in the entire country last year, but also kind of struggles with the size, so you'd have to beef up. He does have length, though. Very long arms for Ezeraku.
New defensive coordinator Al Golden from New Jersey. Ezeraku, also a Jersey native. I don't know, I keep talking about that. Maybe it won't matter. Let's get you to your first round picks of the Burrow era. The offensive selections have been fabulous. Some of the best picks in the NFL draft over the past handful of years. We don't need to waste any time explaining that. The defensive questions, Dax Hill, Myles Murphy. These are two of the reasons you're looking at these team needs still heavily on defense tonight, Jaron.
Yeah, I mean, the team needs, obviously, defensive line. We've already talked about that. Linebacker as well. Jihad Campbell is a big name to keep an eye on for tonight. And then also in the secondary, safety specifically, there's definitely a couple guys that could be that number 17 selection. Offensively, they don't need much. It's really just the offensive line, maybe adding one more. But you can probably get that in round 2 or 3. You don't need to stretch tonight.
I like that ability to wait. I think most Bengal fans would agree. It is time for the picks. We've talked about this. We've dissected it. If they hold at 17, where's Cincinnati going?
Derek Harmon. He is an absolute beast. He can pretty much do anything that you need on the defensive side of the ball, on the inside of that defensive line. He is huge. Probably one of the biggest guys in this draft. The only question is he too big? So he probably will have to cut weight a little bit, but coming from Oregon, he is extremely talented.
It sounded like he had that issue a bit at Michigan State, really cleaned it up, as you mentioned, with everything he was able to do in Eugene. You mentioned Jihad Campbell. I'm going right there at linebacker. This defense at times has lacked a vocal leader over the past season and a half. I think Campbell can not only step in, be a game changer on the field, but also be one of those leaders that Golden is looking for early. And I'm reserving the right, Jaron, that if there is a trade back situation, I want to hold on to Campbell at that trade back spot. I think they might be able to move a little further back and stick with him. We'll find out in a couple hours. We'll be back with you after the draft, night 1 here in Cincinnati. Charlie Clifford, Jaron May, it's back to you.